not my ride, and they ask what the dealer. Look into my eyes, cause all they see is thriller. On the track they projects, but me, I'm a villa.
I am Viddal Riley, and this is Knockout Night. It's going to be an exciting first round, and then he's going to walk onto something in the second. You know, they fight a lot of opponents with losing records, help build themselves up, confidence and stuff like that. So I'm ready. It's going to be exciting, and I have a feeling a lot of opportunities will come up after this win. My fans should know that so far the support has been crazy. No matter where I fight, we're doing crazy numbers, views across all social media platforms. And I just hope that this is the biggest one yet.
3 minutes past 7 on your Sunday evening. My goodness, the studio has never been this busy. We're in conversation with boxing royalty. All of that to come between now and 8 o'clock. If you've got a question for Jeff Mayweather, get it in on 4001. If you've got a question for Badou Jack, get it in 4001. If you've got a question for Amar Abdullah, get it in on 4001. And last but by no means least, we've got Viddal Riley in our very studio as well, Robert.
Yeah, we're building up to a massive fight night. 5 Palm Jumeirah, Viddal Riley, the star attraction. We're going to be getting his thoughts. It's going to be a big one. 5 Palm Jumeirah, Badou Jack Promotions.
We're telling us off here. First fight back in November. That's not a long time ago.
Not long at all, no. We've made a lot of progress in a short space of time. You know, when you're living and doing something, you don't really keep on track with what you're doing, what you're achieving. You just do what you're doing, and then when people bring it up or you speak back on it, you're like, oh yeah, it was November. So now I'm headlining in May. You know, it's not even been a year as a professional, so we're changing the game. We're definitely changing.
What is the plan? Give us the roadmap, and I guess you probably shoot a look now at Amar and Badou and Jeff as well. They probably don't know the roadmap for you. Just think one fight at a time. I get that. All you're looking at is more. But next 12 months, next 18 months, 24 months, you're still a young man. What is the kind of template, the blueprint for you?
Now this is the thing. If I was your traditional boxer, I could probably tell you what's going to happen in the next 18 months. But because everything is so unique for me, I can't tell you where I'm going to be in 12 months' time. My second fight was undercard, one of the biggest fights of this year so far, with Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner, Badou, Marcus Brown. Like, that doesn't happen in people's second fight, you know. So to answer that question, I can't answer that question.
But that's the progression, and to jump in here, that's the progression that we're taking with Viddal. He said it perfect. He's not your traditional boxer. I mean, if you look at the first 10 fights, the first 15 fights Mike Tyson had, Lennox Lewis has, those guys all have those kinds of records. Our very first fight, we took him to Tijuana, you know, where guys get introduction phase into boxing. That's what American fighters do, you know. And Jeff and I said, let's see how he performs under the lights. You know, in the gym is one thing, and you can tell, you know, some fighters are great in the gym, they're gym fighters, and some guys under the lights, they freeze. So we said, let's take our time, and I said, we got him a slot in Tijuana, Mexico. He went there, boom, minute 33 seconds or a minute 19 seconds, got the guy out of there, and he could have probably done it in 19 seconds, but we said, okay, he's comfortable now. The second fight, what did we do? We pushed him literally 10 fights up. Obviously, with our great relationship with Mayweather Promotions, we got him on the Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner main card. Fighters that have 20 fights don't have that. Even they were saying, man, you're going to put a guy that's 1-0 on this card? He was the only guy on that card that had that little of a record, and by the way, the only guy that had a knockout that night. 33 seconds, got the guy out of there. So in 2 fights, he went from Mexico.
You're not offering much value for money at the moment.
He went from Mexico to Pacquiao Broner to what then? A historic card on the Badou Jack Promotions in Dubai, and he's the main event on his 3rd fight. We're not following a blueprint. We are the blueprint. We're writing a whole new set of rules here with Viddal.
Viddal, what about amateur to pro transition? Yeah. Because a lot of people, you know, you look at some of the great boxers, you know, AJ winning the gold medal in 2012 and then going pro. It's very different in the amateur. Amateur level, you're landing shots, you're trying to score points. When you go pro, the head guards come off, obviously, and it's a totally different game. You're a prize fighter. Mentally, how do you adjust to that?
When you're an amateur, you prepare differently. You know, the styles are different. The duration of the fights are different. So I was a successful amateur, so there's pros and cons to that. The pros is that you achieve a lot and you win a lot, but then you also develop a style that might not be best suited for the pros. So you have to take that transition where you have a good team around you. You work with, Jeff. Amir's helped out a lot as well. As much as he's my manager, he's helped out in helping me just move along and transition into more of a pro style, but keeping the speed and the movements that an amateur boxer has. So I feel like I would never take away my amateur credentials or the style, because that's what's going to separate me in this weight division as a pro.
From what you're saying there, am I getting that you need to have more knockout power, not more knockout potential as a pro, or does that not really come into things?
It's not really about knockout power. It's more about the subtle things, more defensive things. Not every punch you have to run away from. Some punches you can catch, some you can roll. It's more putting yourself in a position where you can land more punches as opposed to evading punches.
Jeff, I've mentioned Lomachenko. Earl Spence Jr. is someone I'm a huge fan of. Earl, I think he is fantastic. We saw Terence Crawford gave Amir Khan, despite what Amir might say, gave him a bit of a schooling at the weekend. For you, the boxer, because Floyd's retired, we'll come back to Floyd. The boxer right now for you that you cannot miss, box office, you want to watch?
I would say Viddal Riley.
Yes! I was sitting there, I was thinking there should only be one answer to this.
You'll slip you 100 dirhams after the show. That's a good answer. That's a very good answer, Jeff. I want to come back to some from you, Jeff, on your man sitting to your right, Viddal. He is the real deal. You've got no doubt that he will be a world champion one day?
Yes.
And Viddal, you're just leaning back, you're chilled out, you're the chillest man.
I'm leaning forward
You're
now.
leaning forward now. In terms of you though, and final word to you, because you're the star of the show, you are one of the stars, and again, not to be disrespectful to any of the fighters that are fighting on this incredible card, but a lot of people will be turning out for you.
Yeah.
Are you promising on this show, Dubai 103.8, off script, extra time, are you promising a knockout on Friday?
Well, you want my prediction?
Yes.
Pain. No, I'm joking. No. I'm promising a victory. I'll win. How? I don't know. You have to tune in and see Fight.tv.
Yeah.
He's gonna win by knockout.
And Amr, I'll give the last word to you, because for anyone that perhaps isn't heading down, Fight.tv, you're streaming around the world to numerous countries.
Over 175 countries on Fight.tv. Friday night at 5 Palm Jumeirah will be the place to be. If you're in Dubai and you're in anybody and you want to be a part of a huge event, knockout.ae. There's a few tickets remaining, a few VIP packages, free dinner all night long with everybody. It is going to be the event to be at Friday night. It's the event of the year.
On a performance for you guys in a couple of days. As you can see, Jeff can't hit me, so my opponent won't hit me either. That's it, thank you.
It's a method of madness, the way I live. Shameful.
So sir, I think you can go now inside.
Inside it?
Yes sir, and then you can use, sir, do you want to use your own cards or better to use the disposable one?
I use it, even though in London it's cold.
In London, dark, cloudy every day.
Yeah. Ain't minus 40.
140.
Gosh. No. They said to put on gloves.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I put on no glove.
Am I standing on this?
Yes sir, you can stand on the platform.
Yeah.
Yes sir, yes. And then you can just face me. You're so big.
That's what she said.
You got lucky with that one.
You have a big card.
God damn. 47. You seen that, Jeff? That's a, whew. We have to be in here for how long?
3 minutes. But for now, I'm still adjusting, so the time is still
Oh, this doesn't count. Right now, I'm just feeling it in my, no homo, I'm feeling it in my ass.
You feel it where?
Ah, guys, no!
You feel it where?
Huh?
You feel it where?
Nuts and shrimp.
Oh, okay. So now, sir, we're gonna start, okay?
What's it on now? Oh shit! I heard a new sound. Oh.
Oh my god, something is wrong.
What? What's wrong?
Because it's set to 30 minutes. So it means you're gonna be there for 30 minutes.
I'll climb out.
Huh?
I'll climb out.
Okay, sir?
But it's locked. It's not.
Yeah, you cannot open.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What? No, you're joking. You're joking.
No. It says in here. It's totally locked.
30 minutes.
I'm gonna call the engineering to
Yeah, get the engineer.
so
Don't
we
need to be
can,
involved.
we can take you out from there.
Huh?
I'm gonna call engineering sir, so I can take you
Yeah,
out from there.
now that's good.
No.
She's just kidding. She's just kidding.
Sweating. She said 30. I wasn't gonna stay in there for 30 minutes.
Okay, sir, it's already done. Finished?
Is it finished?
They won't even let you stay in there for 30 minutes.
Oh. That wasn't that bad.
That was it.
Am I supposed to turn around?
Okay, sir. Yes, okay, sir, it's already fine. Actually, our guests, we asked them to turn around if they want, just only to motivate them that they were gonna finish in 3 minutes.
So that was 3 minutes.
Yeah, that is it.
Oh, that's easy.
So that's why you realize.
That's easier than the ice ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Sorry for that one.
Oh, you're a good actress.
It's-
No, right.
He showed me going too, but then I remember when he was
I was gonna try. I was gonna wait it out.
breaking out.
I ain't staying in here.